When people say Claressa Shields is finished, it sounds dramatic. It sounds final. It sounds like someone has already written the last chapter of her career and closed the book. But what they really mean is this: something feels off. We are not talking about one bad performance in the ring. We are not talking about a close decision that could have gone either way. The conversation online has grown much bigger than that. It has turned into questions about her behavior, her choices, her image, and even her state of mind. Claressa Shields, the woman who proudly calls herself the GWOT, the greatest woman of all time, is now being discussed less for her boxing skills and more for her personal drama. That shift alone tells you how serious the situation has become. Claressa Shields built her name on dominance. She won Olympic gold medals. She collected world titles in multiple weight classes. She demanded respect in a sport that does not easily give it to women. For years, she fought for recognition, higher pay, and acknowledgement from the boxing world. Now, instead of headlines about championships, we are seeing viral clips, social media arguments, and endless speculation. It all started as normal boxing promotion. Trash talk, mind games, the usual tension before a fight. That is part of the sport. Fighters say bold things to sell tickets. They exaggerate. They taunt. They perform. But somewhere along the way, the tone changed. What looked like promotion started to look personal. What seemed playful began to feel uncomfortable. And people noticed. The spiritual rebrand that didn't last. A few months ago, Claressa began talking about faith. She posted messages about finding God. She spoke about growth, transformation, and walking in the light. Her tone seemed calmer, more reflective, almost peaceful. Fans saw this and thought, maybe she is entering a new stage in her life. Maybe she is maturing, evolving beyond the constant need to argue or prove herself. For a while, that image held. Then everything shifted in a single moment. She got into a heated online exchange with Laila Ali. That name carries weight. Laila is not just any former champion. She is the daughter of Muhammad Ali. She retired undefeated. She represents legacy, stability, and professionalism. Claressa has openly wanted recognition from Laila for years. So when tension resurfaced between them, it was not random. But instead of responding with calm confidence, Claressa lashed out. She insulted Laila's age. She used harsh language. The spiritual tone she had been promoting disappeared almost overnight. The contrast was striking. You cannot preach peace and then attack a respected figure in the sport within 24 hours without people questioning your sincerity. That moment became a turning point. The internet began asking whether the faith posts were genuine or just part of an image strategy. The baby bottle incident. Then came the press conference. Before a fight with Frank Han Cruz-Dezern, Claressa pulled out a baby bottle as a prop. She meant it as an insult, suggesting her opponent needed to be fed like a child. In her mind, it may have felt clever and funny, but the reaction was not what she expected. Instead of going viral as a bold moment, it spread as a joke. People called it childish, corny, forced. The clip circulated widely, but not in a flattering way. What made it worse was Franchan's response. She did not engage. She did not argue. She did not escalate. She appeared calm and focused, including during her interview on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. She spoke like a professional preparing for battle. When one fighter stays composed and the other looks frantic, the public perception shifts quickly. Trash talk only works when both sides participate. When it is one-sided, it feels awkward. People began saying Claressa looked desperate for attention. That word, desperate, stuck. The Remy Ma situation. If the boxing drama was not enough, another storyline exploded online. Claressa has been publicly linked to Papoose. The complication is that he has long been married to Remy Ma. While rumors of separation have circulated, there has not been a widely publicized final divorce announcement. That gray area creates tension. Claressa has openly claimed the relationship. She posts pictures. She speaks about being happy. She shows him off proudly. But the internet never forgets context. Fans began comparing Claressa's recent fashion choices to Remy Ma's style. Screenshots appeared. Timelines were created. People pointed to similar pink fur coats, layered jewelry, glamorous poses. 4. Some called it coincidence. Others called it imitation. When commenters accused her of copying, Claressa denied it. She said she has always worn furs. She explained she is from Michigan and cold weather fashion is normal for her. Still, critics dug up older photos. They argued her style shift began around the same time her relationship became public. Whether that claim is fair or not, the narrative gained traction. People even use psychological terms like mirror mimicry, suggesting that copying someone's look can signal a desire to replace them. That idea may be extreme, but once a theory spreads online, it becomes difficult to stop. The silence of Papoose. Then there is Papoose himself. At public events, he often appears calm, sometimes wearing sunglasses indoors. Social media users analyzed his body language in detail. Some claimed he looked uncomfortable during the baby bottle moment. Others speculated that his silence on divorce details was suspicious. He has not publicly clarified everything in a way that satisfies the public. And silence leaves space for imagination. When Claressa defends the relationship passionately, and he remains mostly quiet, people interpret that contrast in different ways. Some say he is protecting his privacy. Others say he is avoiding accountability. In a triangle like this, silence can feel louder than words. The pressure behind the scenes. It is easy to laugh at memes and dramatic headlines. It is harder to consider the human pressure underneath. Claressa carries enormous weight on her shoulders. She calls herself the GWOAT. That title invites scrutiny. Every action is judged more harshly when you declare yourself the greatest. At the same time, critics often say she lacks knockout power or mainstream drawing ability. Ticket sales, pay-per-view numbers, and marketability matter in boxing. Talent alone is not always enough. When critics question your star power, it hurts. Maybe the dramatic promotion was an attempt to create buzz. If knockouts are not trending, controversy might. But controversy is unpredictable. It can raise your profile or damage it. The Laila Ali comparison. The conflict with Laila Ali also represents something deeper. Laila retired undefeated. She transitioned into media and family life smoothly. She appears stable and respected. When Claressa attacked her age instead of responding strategically, it felt emotional. Age comments in sports often reveal fear. Boxing careers are short. Time moves quickly. Every athlete knows their prime will not last forever. Perhaps the insult was not about Laila at all. Perhaps it reflected anxiety about the future. Controlling the narrative. There are also rumors that Claressa has flagged or struck certain YouTube channels for negative commentary. Whether completely accurate or exaggerated, the perception is powerful. If you say you are unbothered but aggressively police criticism, it creates tension. True confidence often ignores noise. Efforts to silence critics can look defensive. Again, perception shapes reputation. The money question. At the end of the day, boxing is business. Promoters care about numbers. They want sold-out arenas and strong pay-per-view buys. Drama does not always translate into revenue. If controversy overshadows skill without increasing sales, it becomes a problem. Some critics argue that Claressa is risking her legacy by leaning into spectacle instead of focusing solely on performance. What is really happening? So, what are we watching? Is Claressa's Shields truly finished? That feels extreme. She is still an elite fighter. Her skills have not disappeared overnight. Her accomplishments remain intact. But she may be at a crossroads. She is balancing two narratives at once: the unstoppable champion and the woman navigating a complicated public relationship. Add constant scrutiny, style comparisons, career pressure, and expectations of greatness, and the emotional load becomes heavy. Maybe the faith posts were genuine attempts to find peace. Maybe the outbursts were moments of frustration. Maybe the baby bottle was simply a miscalculated joke. Or maybe all of it together signals deeper stress. The truth is likely somewhere in the middle. The theories, online theories, run wild. Some believe she is mentally preparing to step away from boxing. Others think the drama could build toward an even bigger spectacle, possibly even involving Remy Ma in some public confrontation. And then there is the saddest theory, that she is simply overwhelmed. That behind the bravado is a woman struggling to define herself outside the ring. That theory does not make headlines as loudly as Scandal does, but it feels more human. The real fight, the most important battle, might not be in the ring. It might be internal. Can she separate personal drama from professional focus? Can she ignore comparisons and reclaim her identity? Can she allow her performance to speak louder than the internet? Legacy is fragile. Years of achievement can be overshadowed by a single chaotic season. But legacy can also be repaired. All it takes is discipline, silence, and winning. Claressa Shields is not finished. She is at a pivotal moment. She can double down on drama, or she can return to dominance. The next few months will reveal which path she chooses. Because in boxing, every round matters. And sometimes, the hardest round is the one fought outside the spotlight.